there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save, and a very, very important time in this save. We have got a game in hand on Liverpool before the last day of the season. Beat West Ham today. We go top by 3 points, and it's then literally a final day shootout. We go to Arsenal. We go to the Emirates for our final game of the season. Be first or second versus fourth, depending on how we go against West Ham today. And then Liverpool, their final game of the season is away at the Etihad, so that will be first or second versus sixth. So two massive games at the on the last day of the season, and we've really been able to reel Liverpool in. This is their kind of running since kind of January time, and not as dominant as the start of the season. You remember they went on an amazing run of wins, probably 20-25 wins there. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. They had a little bit of a blip in December where they drew against Arsenal and they lost against Chelsea. But other than that, they didn't have that many downward arrows. But now, final 4 or 5 games of the season, they've drew with Everton, they've lost to United, they've lost to Arsenal, and they lost to us as well. And they've got to go to the Etihad and try and get something out of that game. Our running at the start of the season, we had a bit of a ropey start. A draw against Wolves, a loss against Spurs, and a draw against Everton. We then also lost to Liverpool at Anfield as well within that run, but slowly but surely we kept picking up points. We kept making sure on the coattails of Liverpool, and then towards the end of this season we've kind of gone on a run that they went on at the start of the season, and now we see ourselves 2 games to go in the league and potentially 2 games to win another league title from absolutely nowhere. This is going to be the starting lineup that goes up against West Ham. We've got Rakitic in goal, Dodo, Ayer, Zagadou and Robertson are the back line. We've got Barella and Zakaria in the middle of midfield, Neres on the right, Marin on the left, Mata in behind, Brilliant Bolo. Fetiarp isn't fully fit. I've put him on the bench though, so if we need to, we get some game time in his legs before that game away at Arsenal. Also on the bench, Bastoni, Lima, Shelvey, Madison, Gray and Harry Wilson. Let's submit that team and see if we can start this episode well and go into the final game of the season, top of the league. Raymakers throws the ball into Felipe Anderson, and they're starting from the back. Reece Oxford back out to Raymakers, and Oxford again has to go all the way back to Olsen. It's only 3 minutes gone in the game. Vallejo being pressed by Marin, and Olsen then has to go long, and Robertson just brings that ball down and plays it from the back, and Robertson into Barella, into Zakari. Got a little bit of time and space to run into, and he uses it. He goes back to Dodo. Is he going to go down the line? No. He drives into the line himself, and that's a great ball in. And Brilliant Bolo puts us 1-0 up after 3 minutes. He's come in last couple of games and played up front and been brilliant for us. He's been great for us all season as well, and he's another one that we're going to have to fend away clubs this season, this summer, and it might be a brand new team this year. And Bolo, lovely finish, gets above 2 defenders. 1-0 Newcastle. Zagadou from a free kick chips that ball forward to Marin, and now Mata, lovely ball through to David Neres. Can he get a ball into Embolo? He can, but Oxford's there, and we get to pick up the loose ball. Dodo back to David Neres, into Zakaria. Mata again, a little bit of time and space for him, finds Marin and shoots just wide. West Ham giving us absolutely nothing in this first half so far. 10 minutes to go before half time. Mata and Robertson playing the ball down that left hand side, chips that ball into Neres. Olsen with 2 great saves. First one from a header, second one from a shot close range, and West Ham get that ball clear. Should be more than 1-0 up going into half time here, but I'll take the squeaky 1-0 lead all day long. Robertson throws the ball into Marin. He tries to flick the ball onto Embolo, and he does really well coming back and pressing the play, but it's a poor pass across to Zakaria, and now West Ham are going to play it out from the back and go back to Olsen. Vallejo now down this right hand side, but again forcing them to go long and go find Yarmolenko on that overlap, and lovely ball over the top to Johnson. That's a great block by Zagadou on Michael Johnson to keep it at 1-0 Newcastle. Felipe Anderson with a free kick chips that ball into Ribeiro, and West Ham coming into this second half a little bit more now. Gray with a corner, going to get that ball in, trying to find Fetty up at the back post. Comes to Barella, out to Aya. Barella again, goes for goal, and Olsen's there behind it. Dominant display here from Newcastle. Should be scoring more than one goal, but not to be. It's going to be a nervy last few moments in this game. Dodo picking up that loose ball into Zakaria, and Bolo dropped it a little bit deeper now. Fetty Arp's on. Dodo coming down that right-hand side. Can't find Fetty Arp. And Bolo on the edge, but tries to find Harry Wilson on that overlap. But Damari Gray down this right-hand side again. Lovely ball over the top. Fetty Arp's there, and Fetty Arp clears this game up, and that's 2-0 to Newcastle. 33rd goal of the season, coming off the bench after a little bit of an injury layoff, and he scores a brilliant goal to wrap this game up. And we go to the last game of the season, 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Deep cross from Damari Gray, and defenders nowhere to be seen. Fetty puts that one away. 2-0 Newcastle. Area over the top, one-on-one with the keeper, but he tries to pull that back. Johnson's there, and Michael Johnson, a regen for them, puts them back into this game. It's 2-1 now, making it a little bit nervy for ourselves. Caceres over the top to Ribeiro, no one really picking him up, and he drives in, he tries to pull that back. It luckily falls to Michael Johnson, and it's 2-1 to Newcastle now. That nervy last-minute goal didn't derail our win here. Breland Bolo on the 4th minute, Fetty up on the 84th, and then Michael Johnson on the 86th, making a little bit nervous, but we came through really well. Dodo with the player of the match on a 7.6, and that means we go to the final day of the season, 3 points clear of Liverpool. We go to the Emirates, they go to the Etihad. Who's going to win the league? Here we go then, final day of the season. We need a point. A point is good enough to win a second straight league. And we face Arsenal in this game. They line it up with a 4-1-4-1. Leno in goal. Bellerin, Mustafi, Bartra and Alexandro, the back lines. Xhaka in the middle. Mkhitaryan, Guendouzi, Maitland-Niles and Smith Rowe in the midfield, and Eddie Nketiah up top. On the bench, Zaha's there, Kluivert's there, Aubameyang and Chabala as well. And we line up with a 4-2-3-1. The only changes made to this side. Arp comes in up top, and Neres drops to the bench, and then Bolo just goes over to that right-hand side. Rest of the team remains exactly the same, and yeah, really looking forward to this. Going to go into the dressing room and just say, been on a good run lately, go out there and impress me, and then follow that up with, I've got faith in you, and go out there and make the difference. Before we get started as well, we are going to we're going to get the formation gone, and we're going to bring up the latest scores, and we're just going to keep our eye on what City and Liverpool are doing in at the Etihad, and hopefully if City do us a favour, we will win this title. Absolutely. We'll also bring up the league table as well, and we'll pop that down here, and then let's see what is going to happen on this final day of the season. 3 points to gap. Will it stay that way? Batter going to whip this ball into the back post. Trying to find Mbolo there. Hits the crossbar. And Arsenal get that ball clear. 15 minutes gone. It's still 0-0 here. Still 0-0 at the Etihad. Robertson throwing the ball back into Barella. Going to get the ball across. He can. Finds Dodo down the line. Goes for a shot. And audacious effort from the Brazilian, but just wide. Goal kick. Leno starting the game from the goal kick. Plays the ball out to Mustafi. Down to Alexandro. He's driving forward now, but Zakaria doing a great job in that box-to-box midfielder role. Aya into Barella. Back to Zakaria. Quickly to Mbolo. And we're keeping hold of the ball really well. Mata back to Barella. He's got players over on that left-hand side if he can find them. Finds Robertson down that left-hand side. Marin picked up a little bit of a knock, but he's down that left-hand side. Tried to cross it in. Mata again in the middle. Finds Zakaria. Can he find a blue shirt? He can. Dodo on that overlap. Goes for a whip ball in. Alps there. Hits the post. And Bartra gets the ball clear. That sees us through to half-time. 0-0 here at the Emirates. It's also 0-0 at the Etihad as well. City holding Liverpool. I'm gonna bring Marin off, and I'm just gonna pop Damari Gray on that left hand side as the inside forward, and hopefully he can bring a little bit more to that left hand side because Marin picked up a little bit of a knock. Just gonna say we can still win here, working hard, and it will come. Got the ability to make a difference, go out there and do what we need to do. A point is all we need. We just need to make sure we hang on to it. Corner, Mkhitaryan going to get that ball out to Xhaka on the edge. Back to Mkhitaryan, chips that ball in, and it falls to, I think it was Guendouzi and Nikita. And Nikita with that goal, third goal of the season for the youngster there. And it's 1-0 to Arsenal. At the minute, we still win the league, but only just. Eddie Nketiah whips this, gets this ball in, falls to Guendouzi, hits someone on the back of the head, falls to Nketiah, and it's 1-0 to Arsenal. Romero on the edge, out to Robertson. He's got time and space, goes for goal, hits the crossbar, ups there, can't turn it round, and Alexandro gets that ball clear. Liverpool gone 1-0 up with 4 minutes to go there. At the minute, we lose the league title on the last day of the season. Eddie Nketiah over the top. Can he get a ball in? Ayers there to bring the ball down and get that ball clear. Xhaka picks the ball up. The full-time whistle's gone here at the Emirates. Eddie Nketiah goal 10 minutes into the second half could potentially make us lose the league title on the final day of the season. And let's go forward. Let's see if that has happened. Not happy with the boys in today's game. And we will see if we've won the league or not. Do City do us a favour? No, they do not. Liverpool win the league title on goal difference. Ben Woodburn goal with 2 minutes to go wins them the league by goal difference. What an absolute travesty to happen on the final day of the season. What a way to lose the league title. But we put up a great fight. Liverpool looked like they were flying this season and weren't going to be stopped. And going into the final day of the season, we needed a point, but Eddie Nketiah scored the goal with 10 minutes gone in that second half to make us lose the league title. Disappointment in the final parts of today's episode, but we need to bounce back for Thursday. We have the FA Cup final to happen against Spurs at Wembley on Thursday, plus all the end of season roundup stuff as well. But yeah, disappointing, really, really disappointed to lose the league title in that way, in that manner, on goal difference. And yeah, it's just one of those things. We just weren't good enough to get over the line today. That's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you enjoy what you see around here. Hit that subscribe button. Also follow it up with the bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until Thursday, we're bringing the FA Cup final. Hopefully, we can bounce back with the FA Cup and Carabao Cup double. But I will see you on Thursday, 12 o'clock as always. See you there.